Well, good morning, everybody. Grace and peace to you from our Lord Jesus Christ and all the saints here in foggy Central California. My thought for today was to come out and do an airborne update, but as you can see, I got out here to the airport and it's just a little foggy. You probably can barely see the windsock down there. Can't even see the other end of the runway from here. So, which is funny because when I woke up this morning at my house, which is about 25 miles from here, it's beautiful, clear, it's cool and cold, no wind, just perfect morning to fly. But I get out here and there's a gentle breeze, so that's not bad, but everywhere you look, it's foggy. So we're gonna do a airborne update here on the ground. So I'm gonna go in the hangar here out of the wind and let's see if I can do this. Sorry, extreme close-up. We apologize for the ugliness of the network administrator you are staring at. I'm gonna get the key out so I can get in the hangar here. This is my friend James's hangar where he keeps his airplane. I'm gonna turn some lights on in here so we can see. So yep, there's where that's the little plane I fly when I'm doing these airborne updates. Oh, so what do we have this week? Just real quick. This is an airplane very similar to one I built, although this one's slightly bigger. It's called an RV-8. I built an RV-4 at one time. Fun little build. So what did we do this week? What do we got going on? Well, there wasn't a whole lot going on this week. My fiber optics stayed stable, which was good. Just a whole lot of paperwork and nothing you really want to hear about. Let's see. Oh, we finally had the project kickoff meeting for our wireless refresh project there. That was just with the person that's going to be our project manager for the hospital. We haven't involved Extreme Networks yet, but we expect the purchase order to be cut any day now, hopefully this week coming up, and we'll be able to get that project rolling. So looking forward to that one. My arm's already getting tired, so I'm gonna see if I can set this down somewhere. Hey, that looks good. And that way I'm not doing weird focus angles and stuff. There, this way I got the American flag over me. How patriotic. So yeah, we got that wireless project coming up. My understudy, Tariq, I really want to get him involved on that. Kind of a nice way of saying I want to make him do all the work while I just kind of, mentor him and kind of show him what to do. Because he's really interested in networking, and I'm really really trying to encourage him to be involved. So let's see, what else we got going on? Oh, so the routing problem, probably. Yeah, we didn't get to revisit that at all this past week, and thank you all so much for the suggestions. I really appreciate that. So next steps, what we're going to try is, as some of you alluded to, there could be a spanning tree issue. I've got spanning tree disabled on my side. He's got it enabled on his side. Cisco uses a different type of spanning tree topology. I can't remember what it's called. We use MSTI, which I can't remember what it stands for, but or MSTP, MSTP. So he's going to have to enable that on his port, and then I'm going to re-enable it on my port. We're going to try that first, And then the other thing we're going to try is switching over to, for me to switch over to trunk mode, or what I call tagging the port versus untagging the port. So we'll set it up so that there is no native VLAN on that port. It's the only VLANs egressing will be those that are tagged to egress on that port, rather than just having no tagging on the port and saying everything that you see is going to be in this VLAN, which is what I would call untagged. So we're going to try that. And then we're going to take a deeper dive into his routing, because he's just really got this problem with sharing his config with me. He shared like little teeny tiny pieces of it, and I sent him my whole config and said, here's what it is. And he sends me little teeny pieces of it. And it's like, okay, well, that's not helpful. So we'll get back at that. We're going to do another test on Tuesday coming up next week. Monday coming up this week, we're tightening down our remote access. So right now, if you're an employee and you connect remotely to our VPN, you can go anywhere within our network. And that was set up many moons ago, many years ago, for expediency, I believe. I didn't set it up. I inherited the firewall thing. I'm not a firewall guy by any stretch. I can manage them, but I don't set them up. So he who is long gone, he set it up so that anybody that connects that's in the employee group can go anywhere in the network. And given some of the issues we've had over the past year, I'd say, one of which was fairly serious, were some administrative users' passwords were breached, and they were just getting ready to start planting some really bad stuff in our network. They were still doing reconnaissance. They would connect, do reconnaissance, and disconnect. And our new security officer found that and squashed it. Thank goodness. I'm so glad he's here. So what we're going to do on Monday is we tweaked the rules down a little bit more. He asked me to do an audit and watch every destination they went to. We did that with some just by watching the rule. You have all these different security rules in Palo Alto. There's a little tiny box. You can check on that box, and it'll just show you the traffic associated with that rule, which is kind of cool. And so I would say, okay, just show me that traffic associated with that rule. Okay, export all that to a Excel spreadsheet. And then I would go through and look at all the destination IPs, and I would remove all duplicates and then see what was left. And of all those that were left, I just wanted just the networks. What networks are you going to? So that's what we're doing on Monday, is having, drilled down through all that. We're going to put the new rule in that has the employee rule limited to specific networks. Now for our vendors, we were smarter when we built those, because I did build a lot of those rules. And, by that time we had learned, we don't want them going to everything. So for the vendors, we set up a rule for each new vendor that needs access to one of their servers on our site. And that's basically the only thing they can get access to is their servers. So we've got to dial down a little more for them. For the employees, it's a little too loose. So we're trying to tighten it down little by little. And I think this is step one. Step two will be deciding, deeper down into groups. By group, where can you go? What can you get to? So, sorry, I am thirsty, parched. That's the firewall stuff we got coming up this week. Let's see, what else are we doing? That's pretty much it. Another push, firewall related, is security officer guy wants me to get the firewalls updated to the latest and greatest. Because usually what I've been doing is we'll pick a track and I'll just keep updating on that track, keep updating. And he's like, no, we want to go, let's just go all the way, top. What's the highest we can go right now? Okay. So opened a case with Palo Alto and asked them, because we have two different models of firewall. You know, one's our north-south firewall. Some people call it, I call it our edge firewall. It's our edge to the internet. And then we have an east-west firewall, some people call it, and I call it our segmentation firewall, which is what routes between the different VRFs that we have set up. And it's a different model number than our edge firewall. So I wanted to make sure what's the latest for both of those, and turns out it's the same OS level is what they're recommending, so that all works out. So yeah, like I said, I'm sorry I don't have much technical content for you this week. I mean, but hey, we did get to look at airplanes, and that's always cool. I love looking at airplanes. Probably more than I like looking at women. So anymore. Yeah, we'll hopefully I'll get some more info for you on that one routing issue we have with that the health clinic's disaster recovery network, their secondary connection to us. Hopefully I'll get some more info for you on that, and we'll just take it from there. You guys have been really helpful on that so far. Really appreciate the suggestions, and yeah, we'll get this done together. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for this week. If you like what you saw, sorry this is all you saw, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell. Can you tell I haven't been coffeed yet? I have not been coffeed yet. Click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and thumbs up, thumbs down, either way, whatever floats your boat. And otherwise, we'll see you guys all next week. God bless.